Okay, so we laugh. How's the man? How's it? How's things your side? Okay, so we got two people live right now, so let's just wait for a couple of more people, three people. Just wait for a couple of more people. Just let me know in the comments now quickly. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Mario, thanks a lot, man. Mikael, how's it, bro? How's things going? Sweet, sweet. Okay, so I'm glad everyone can hear me properly. Okay, sweet. So basically, we got a Q&A. Um, so yeah, I can actually check myself on the other phone live streaming right now. But anyways, let's answer a couple of questions I see we've been having. Okay, so Mario, let's almost start with you quickly there, but you dropped a comment. Please do a comparison between the Toggle Venom 12 and Python 12, Toggle Comp 12. And then I see you also asked about the Toggle versus the Pythons. Okay, so if you want to play music, my bet will definitely be Toggle Pythons. That's the way to go, honestly speaking. If you want to go for the SPL route, you just want to burp and do a proper number, well, proper-ish number for the equipment that's there, I would say Toggle Venoms. But yeah, like I say, if you want to build something musical, something that's going to bang lacquer, Toggle Pythons is definitely going to be the way out. And I check, Sudesh also left a comment that asked, what amp would I recommend to run Mofo things? Okay, so it all depends. If you're gonna have a musical build, as we all know, these Mofo things aren't, well, the Mofo range in general isn't really up to scratch, glue wise. So that's been the main issue since day one. Been experiencing, well, there's been a lot of people. Things are equaled, and I can tell you right now, I disassembled those woofers down to the core. You know, those things are there's no glue on them. No glue whatsoever. The woofer, literally, you take that top plastic ring off, and you can pull that woofer off by hand. Pull it apart by hand. Don't need a heat gun or anything fancy for it. You literally just pull it apart. That's how bad it is. And then the parts that actually matter, that actually needs to have a bit of glue on it, like your former, which holds the coil onto, well, it's basically the material that holds the coil intact, or the wire. There's no gluing on that also, so that's a major problem. So yeah, basically what amp I would recommend running two Mofo 10s or 12s, or basically I wouldn't say a bit more. Just keep in mind you might have issues down the line. It's not something that's going to last you very long. So yeah, I would say about 1,500 to 1,600 RMS musically. Let's quickly check here. Just trying to get the bloody live chats to pop up again. Okay, we got Joseph Wilson. What amp would you recommend for two pairs Toggle 6.5 Pro mid range? Okay, so those mids require quite a bit of power. I know, because I've had the Toggle Pro 8s as well. As soon as you start giving them about 100 RMS a piece, they get super loud and actually sound quite decent with a decent amount of mid bass as well. So I would say if you're going to be running 4 of those 6.5s, definitely consider getting the Star Sound Raptor 7000.4. Now that's a big 4-channel amplifier in the Raptor range, and those things make about 110 RMS a channel, so that would definitely be perfect for those mids. So yeah, that's definitely my option. I would pick that definitely over anything else that we currently have on the market, unless your budget allows for something Brazilian, your sound digital, 4 channels, and so on and so forth. So yeah, basically that's what I think about that. Oh, Grant, please come try me when my two DD8s are in there. I'll beat up your 6 power base 12s. Hands down. Times 8s, we're still a little bit unsure on what they are exactly. From the bit of research I've done, we think it's either DD1508s, S4s, or let's check what Lorenzo says. How's it, brew? What amp would you say is an upgrade from Target Dynamite 4? Okay. Star Sound Raptor 30K, Power Base 20K. Those are the three best options, I would really say. Would work for what you want to do there. However, that 12-inch Spectrum is getting to its limits on that Target Dynamite. So I would say if you go bigger than that, you're definitely going to have to upgrade either your woofer, or you're going to have to run 2 of those woofers on one of those 3 amplifiers that I just mentioned. And then obviously you need to make sure that battery power and all that's up to standard of the amplifier you're going to use. So you can't expect your foundation is there for the amount of power that you want to produce. It's always the best advice I could ever give is make sure you got enough battery power, make sure your grounding is proper, and then yeah, then you set. You never have issues. Just a simple example again. There you got my wall, well, my X wall with 2 Star Sound 8215s, my B2 Audio 3K prototype, and 1 CSB 65 amp battery. And we were boxing 148 7s on 28 hertz with 1 battery, standard alternator. So yeah, like I always say, grounding and so on is extremely important, and then also making sure that the rest of your wiring is sorted, so that's always the best advice I can ever give someone. Okay, then I checked, another guy here commented, how do you wire up a DVC woofer to an amp that is on bridge mode? Okay, so it all depends on what the amplifier is stable at, what ohm load the amplifier is stable at. Let's take my Star Sound D2500 for instance. That amplifier is musically stable at 4 ohms breached, right? So let's say I've got a dual 2 ohm woofer, right? I've got one dual 2 ohm woofer. I'll then wire the one coils positive to the other coils negative, and then the 2 remaining positive and negatives that's left of each coil, I'll drop those into the amplifier to give me a 4 ohm final load to bridge on. So yeah, that is what I would say is the easiest way to explain it. If you want, you can check out Sonic Electronics. They also give you guys a moves and nice explanation and a whole little diagram and shit like that. But yeah, like I say, Sonic Electronics. If you want to watch some wiring videos, if you're not sure about that yet, I would definitely recommend that. Okay, so let's get to the elephant in the room. Has anyone ever seen the new Ice Power 8215s? Yeah, they are monsters, but damn, they cost an arm and a leg. Let's check. Thanks, bro. I already did the big three, so I think I'm set for power now. Yeah, 100%, man. As long as you got your big three done and all that, you set for power, bro. Definitely. Check what Marius says. Look, but that amplifier will do the job. Let me put it this way. I've never really liked toggle amplifiers whatsoever. The woofers aren't bad at all, but the amplifiers I really don't like because they poorly built, they cheaply manufactured, and then toggle goes out and sells them for ridiculous prices for the amount of power you're getting. So price to performance, I've never really liked them. Unless we're talking about the Toggle KD series of amplifiers. The KZ and the KD series, 2 of the best amplifiers Toggle has ever made. 2 of the best ranges they've ever made. So if you're looking for something to power two Venoms, look at, and if you really want to stick to Toggle, check out the Toggle 5KD. You can pick them up for quite a bargain, and they are rated 2500 RMS. We've personally clamped them at around 3K RMS, so they really make that power. It's not just a sticker on the box that tricks people into thinking it might be what it isn't, you know. So KD range, definitely. If you're looking for something else that might work for those woofers as well, your Togo 2.8 KZ will also work. Absolutely awesome Class D amplifier that. Let's check what Sim says. How's Brew currently have a fortune in Macarena? Okay, man. So you say you got a Pioneer SVC woofer. So I would recommend your Star Sound Atom monoblock. So it's 350 RMS rated at 2 ohms. So it's the perfect little amplifier for that woofer as well. But I personally think those amplifiers are underrated because I had an Atom monoblock running 2 ohm on a single Star Sound Mofo 10-inch, and I was stretching that thing like this much. So yeah, I definitely recommend that little Star Sound Atom. They're quite cheap. They're fairly small, you know, they're fairly compact, and they don't need a lot of power. You know, they don't need a lot of battery power. They don't need thick wires and crazy shit like that. You literally run that amplifier of literally on, you can run it on speaker wire if you really want to. So yeah, like I say, they're super efficient, they make good power, they cheap, they look good, and they small form factor, which is nice. So I definitely recommend that Star Sound Atom monoblock bud. Com series. Okay, so toggle comps, awesome woofers, right? What I've noticed in the past, some of you might know, some of you might not know. I've had a couple of toggle comps in my life. I've had a pair of toggle comp 10s, the C10s, and I've also had a toggle comp 12, and I've had a pair of toggle comp 15s as well. Good woofers, really they are. However, I noticed with the 12s and the 10s, they don't really like to play anything lower than, let's say, about 30 hertz. They don't really like to drop lower than that because you can hear the woofer actually starts like hurting. Unless we're talking about the CZ toggle comp, those things can play music like nobody's business. However, the normal C series with the Venom-like basket, the 12-spoke basket as it's called, would definitely, I wouldn't say running those for a musical setup would be the best idea. They struggle a bit. I think a toggle Python in the right enclosure would literally destroy a toggle comp musically when it comes to dropping below 30 hertz. But from 30 hertz upwards, those toggle comps can really get loud and they do come alive. Let's see. Okay, so Mofo 10s, my main problem, like I explained, well, the whole Mofo range in general, gluing on them aren't good. So if you want to go that route, unfortunately, it's the sad truth. If you want to go for the Mofos, buy them, send them to someone who knows what they're doing when it comes to woofer repair, and just have them take the woofers for a once over, you know, just make sure all the spiders are glued down properly, etc., etc. Otherwise, you're gonna have the woofers tear apart in the first like week of use. If you don't really want to do that, which I definitely agree with you, if you're buying a brand new product, you don't have to send it to someone to check it out, you know, because it doesn't have to be that way. But unfortunately, like I said, it's a sad truth. The gluing on those woofers are super, super, super bad. So I would say best case scenario, one toggle comp and you sort it. But sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, Kago. Star Sound Monsters better than Mofo 12s. Definitely. Star Sound Mofo, Star Sound Monsters are definitely better than Star Sound Mofos. I'm not gonna lie. The only lacquer thing about the Mofos is you get them in different sizes: 10s, 12s, 15s, and 18s. Whereas the Monsters you only get in a 12-inch woofer. But yeah, if you're comparing a 12-inch Monster to a 12-inch Mofo, the monster will eat up that mofo for breakfast. Mario, so if you want to go Star Sound route for a monoblock, I would definitely recommend the Star Sound Raptor 30K. It's a nice amplifier. However, you do need a lot of battery power for it. That's the other thing as well. Otherwise, if you don't feed those amplifiers enough battery power, they do start clipping and then they just absolutely annihilate woofers. Your other option is also the Raptor 22K. Absolutely awesome little amplifiers, I must say. Okay. Let's check. 12-inch Torsan mofo enclosure size sealed box. Torsan Raptor 6 Okay, so Kane, I wouldn't recommend running a mofo in a sealed enclosure um, due to the issues we have with gluing. With the amount of pressure you're going to build up in a sealed enclosure, you're going to rip that roof apart. So I would go a nice single 12 slot port enclosure, side slot, preferably around 3 cubic feet of the woofer and port displacement. But I'll upload a short clip of like a single 12 box design for you as well. I think I'll probably do that tomorrow and you can just have a look at it, grab a couple of screenshots and then you sort it. But the 6.9 would be more than perfect for one Mofo 12, definitely. Okay, so how much would it cost to recoil a set of Star Sound Zombies? Okay, so main problem we're having right now, I literally just finished a recoil on a Atomic 12-inch woofer. It's a USA brand, but anyways, just finished the recoil on that and my wire is finished. I did place an order for new wire, so we're literally just waiting on that to arrive. But once that arrives, I'll definitely let you know. Just drop a comment on or go check out my Facebook page, Meg Audio Designs. Just send me a message on there and I can let you know as soon as I get stock on wire and then we can sort you out with the price and whatever. But 6.2 Raptor versus 6.9, definitely great upgrade from the 6.2. The 6.9s are super powerful, they are super efficient and they sound super nice. So I definitely say go for that upgrade. You know you're going to be sorted for the future. But Dylan, I've not tried the new hybrid woofers and mids and things I've seen. I definitely want to try them soon and they look promising. Honestly, they do look promising. So I'm definitely screaming to maybe get my hands on one of those 12s soon, but soon, and I'll do a review on that as well for you guys. That's great to hear, Dylan. Great to hear. So we got some good feedback on those new hybrid woofers already. So I'm definitely gonna get one. Definitely. As a pro, what do you think of the audio bank? The audio bank NAB 2500 will be your perfect choice for either two 10-inch Venoms or two 10-inch Mofos. I would definitely recommend that. Your other option can also be that the only problem I have with the audio banks are if they break, you struggle to find parts for them and they are a pain in the ass to repair. So I definitely say it's a good amplifier, but if it breaks, you're going to circle. I'd rather go for the Star Sound Raptor 6.9 or the Star Sound Raptor 22K route. They are super cheap, they are super efficient, they sound good, they make good power, and they're easy to repair, and parts are super easy to come by as well. Mario. Sweet, thanks Mario, much appreciated, man. And as always just trying to help you guys out. As man, okay, so Atom Technology. Hey buddy, what are your thoughts on the Ecstasy 15-inch Big Papas as compared to the Mofo 15s? Okay, so Ecstasy Big Papas. I've seen those woofers myself. I've played with them. They are monstrous. Honestly, they are. Definitely monstrous woofers. They are super strong. They can take a punishment. Ecstasy, Big Papa all the way. That thing would annihilate a Mofa 15. I would go as far as saying that a power base double XL Pro 15 would annihilate a Mofo. Even I would go as far to say that a Star Sound Grey Cone 15, if it wasn't for the basket that was weak, would annihilate a Mofo 15. The problem with them are the like I said previously as well, gluing on them are up to shit, you know, and it doesn't really matter when it's just the spiders and the surround that's not glued properly, but where the problem comes in is the coils aren't glued properly from the factory. So the coil literally no burn marks on the coil is still factory original, no discoloration, nothing. It just physically drops off the woofer and goes sits at the bottom. That's where the problem comes in. That's why I don't really like those woofers. But how's it, man? So for Togo 8-inch woofers, what mono do I recommend? Okay, so it all depends. What's your ohm load? If you got four D2s, your ohm load's going to be 1 ohm, depending how you wire. If you got four D4s, your ohm load's either going to be 0.5 ohm or 2 ohm. So I would say usually you probably have D4s. I would say you're going to need something with quite a bit of power at 2 ohm. So I would say go for something like your power base 14k, power base 20k. If budget allows, like I always say, power base 30k. Those amps are absolutely mental. They make a ton of power, super efficient, and they're super cost effective. You aren't going to get anything better than that at the moment for the price, you know. So I would definitely suggest that. Or if you want to go Star Sound route, I would recommend the 30k Star Sound as well, the Raptor. If you want to stay Togo, I definitely recommend that Togo 5KD amplifier. Togo 5KDs as well. Same story as the PB30K. Super efficient. They're nice and compact. They make a good amount of power, and then they're super cost effective as well. Yeah, bud. So definitely two-star sound monsters and energy audio monoblock would be perfect, but perfect. Just make sure your box is built properly and tuned properly, and you'll be more than happy, bud. Definitely. Hey, bud, currently got two Mofa 12s on a Stetson EX3K, one stock battery in the hood and CSP 100 amp in the back. How much more battery power do you think I need? The Stetson. Okay, bud. So you got the EX3K. I would definitely recommend try and upgrade if possible. Try and upgrade your front battery as well to, I would say, a CSP 75, or if possible, if the space allows it, 100 amp as well. If you got 200s, you're perfect. You're giving enough power to that EX3K. But now where the problem comes in is actually keeping those batteries up and charged, you know. So I'd definitely say next step would then definitely be alternator. So yeah, make sure you got a proper alternator. I would say you're going to need something like 180 amps to about 200 amps of alternator power to charge both your CSPs if you're going to upgrade the one in front in the future, which I really recommend doing. And then you're going to get more than enough power out of that EX3K. They really come alive with some proper battery power. The Ecstasy, Shockwave, honestly, I don't know. I don't know, Sudesh. I really don't know. I've never played with those amplifiers before. I really don't know. I'll have to find out and let you guys know in the next live. Subwoofer wise, I would say if you want, if budget allows, check out the Star Sound Monsters. They are the best dual purpose woofers I've played with as far as now. I really haven't gotten anything better from like Togo or so on. That can do a bit of SPL and daily lacquer as well and take it without issues. Star Sound Monsters would be my personal bet. Radley Star Sound Machine 10,000.4 so when they got Okay, but Radley, I definitely recommend that So and Vega. Those amplifiers sound super clean. They make a lot of clean power, and yeah, you just can't beat that So and Vega quality. Really, you can't. Definitely, I would say hands down, So and Vega all the way, bud. So and Vega all the way. Super nice amplifiers, really they are. So yeah, guys, like I say, latest build, two DD 1508s. That's what we're thinking at the moment. Big six order base reflex. Hopefully, we're ordering the wood tomorrow. Once the wood arrives, we can then definitely do a couple of build vlogs of building the box, getting it installed, etc. Dylan, base mids to buy, not too expensive. Base mids to buy. Okay, so I definitely say Pioneer is the way to go. It's always been nice. I think if not mistaken, I think the 1680s, 1680s. I think it's the A series, Pioneer A series sticks. I think, yeah, I think it's a Pioneer 1680. Super nice mids, really they are. They sound good, and they can get quite loud. If budget allows, I definitely recommend Ice Power Pro 6.5s, but yeah, they are a little bit expensive. But definitely you'll never have to upgrade after that again. If budget allows for a bit more, Pioneer V2s, but yeah, they are super expensive. It's like $1,900 for a pair of 6.5 inch Pioneer mids, but they are really worth every cent, man. But yeah, like I say, if not, Pioneer 1680s, definitely. Atom Technology, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, like you say, they DD all the way. Build quality is exceptional. Guys, if you're looking for something and your budget allows for it, DD all the way. Build quality is exceptionally good. They sound super good. And yeah, it's just got that brand reputation of being the best, always pushing the limits. Um, definitely, DD all the way. DD all the way, guys. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm not gonna try and say a name, but I'm definitely gonna butcher it. But yeah, great idea moving that 100 to the front and then maybe getting a 120 for the back. Awesome idea there, but okay, let's get back to Dylan here. What's a good number for street class 112 inch at SPR 138? That's actually a proper number, but that's really a proper number. I remember, I think it was beginning last year, I had a single Ice Power 412 and a Sound Digital 1200.1 and my standard 35 amp 1 watt battery in the front, and we managed a 143.8, and that was in a rookie one as well. However, that was a SPL box I built specifically for that competition, but that's definitely a great start. But definitely a great start. We all started somewhere. I mean, if I take back when I started out, my first number was a 133 with a single 12 or 15. But yeah, that was way back when. And yeah, we learn, pick up new things, and we just go for it. You know, like I always say, don't let anyone get you down. Just set your goals for yourself and go for it until you reach it. Always strive to be better and to do better, and just, yeah, like I say, doesn't always have to be with the biggest budget in the world, but like I say, there's one thing no one can take away from you, and that is knowledge. So like I say, always try and learn new things. If you're circling with something, ask questions, Google, like I say, advice, ask for advice. Like I say, knowledge can never get taken away from anybody. So definitely great number, but definitely a great number. Sweet. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Can't wait to get you guys some proper bold videos. So yeah, I really think you guys are gonna enjoy it. Sweet, guys. I think it's time for me to end the live stream. Still got work tomorrow to do. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope I answered some lack of questions. And yeah, guys, I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. And yeah, next couple of videos you guys are gonna see is basically a couple of bold videos. And Mario, my name is Rowan Meyer. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe, enjoy, and have a great night, guys.